And welcome. And in the last video, in the part 2 of this video, we talk about this four wheel, this brake system. Fine. We talk about that rear brake, front brake, and disc brake, and drum brake. So yes, that was we already discussed. Now here we will talk about this suspension, and after suspension we have tires. So that's all. So a car wheels are attached to its chassis. A car wheel is attached to its chassis or underlying structure by the suspension system. Your car safety, stability, and ride depends on the proper functioning of the system. So most of today's cars use an independent suspension systems which allow the wheel to travel up and down independently of the rest of the car and independently of the other wheels. So this system also makes it possible for the wheel to follow curves and ride the bumps in the pavement while the body of the car maintain a smooth, stable ride. Engineers design suspension systems for specific vehicles, and SUV or pickup may have increased wheel travel compared to a passenger car. A sports car may have a stiffer suspensions and anti-roll brake bars, while a luxury cars may have soft spring for a smooth ride. So different suspensions and shock absorbing device are used at the front and rear of the car. The front end, which support the engine, has a lot more weight to handle. The front suspension typically include a combination of device including coil spring, shock absorbing, and a stabilizer or anti-roll bar that keep the car from rolling or leaning too far during a turn on curve. Most newer passengers vehicles also use coil spring to suspend the rear wheel. A coil spring type rear suspension for front wheel drives while is shows here. So many trucks and some cars use leaf spring in their rear suspension. Leaf spring are built up from a series of metal strips made from spring steel. Those are bottled and band together. Leaf spring typically are used with the rear wheel drive vehicles to help transfer torque to the driven wheel. In trucks type 4WD vehicles, leaf spring may be used in both the front and rear suspension. So this is a typically long arm, short arm suspension that include a stabilizer bar. This is the coil spring, and stabilizing bar is there, and here is the spinners, lower control arm, upper control arm, and steering cankles. So here is how it's absorb the shock. So shock absorbing, it's and axle beam and coil spring. So coil spring are used for rear suspension on many late model cars. A connecting beam axle helps stabilizing the car around while and over bumpers. Sorry. Now this is a differential and left spring. This is also a left spring suspension can be used to help transfer driving torque. This type of suspension is used chiefly on RWD and 4WD vehicles. So this is a left spring, and here's a shock absorber. Fine. So let's talk about tires, right? The tires are the single most important component of a car. Your car safety and comfort depends on the tractions and flexibility of the tire. The steering and tractions control of your vehicles depend on the area of each tire. A cross section here you see of a typical passenger car and light track car. This is a radial car case pile, and here is a thread. So about the okay, depends on the area of each tire, about the size of your extended hand and palm that rest on the ground. Everything need to operate the car, to accelerate and steer, the suspension and braking ultimately rest on the fate of the tire. Tires are held in place on a metal wheel rims by air pressure. The tire and rim together make up an assemble called a wheel. The kind of tires you use, the size you select, and the pressures to which you inflate them are vitally important to the safety, dependability, and economy of your car. Possibly the greatest waste of money experienced by motorists is having to replace the tire because of uneven and unnecessary wear on tires. You can learn to monitor tire pressures and perform simple check to determine if they are wearing evenly. This type of maintenance will increase your tire safety, performance, and overall wear. Specification informations on type of tire is provided in this chapter. We will talk there. In chapter 11 describe how to inflate your own tire, and in chapter 12 we will talk about you can learn how to change tire. So you step on the gas, the tire turn between the gas pedal and the tire. Many parts must function together properly to provide safe, dependable, and economical car options. So this chapter is present a simplified look at the systems that make up the car. The next chapter discusses what tools are in need for maintaining and repairing cars. From there, you can build your understanding of what you can do to check your own car for problems, fix the cars yourself, or become a wise shopper when you have others fix it. So many questions are can be asked, like what if you watch this part 1, part 2. In the part 3 we will talk about some questions though. Okay, how what you learn. So what is the term used to refer to the trained professional that repair automobile today? So what is the term used to refer the trained professionals? If you remember, we call them technicians. So what are the three major sections of automobile? Yes, you keep it in your mind and answer it. So in term of calculations, how is work determined? Work is equals to power by work equals to distance into force, and power is work per time. That's all what we know. And other questions are, how is power determined? Yes, as I told earlier, how much is 1 horsepower? 33,000. If I divide with the power, that will be horsepower. Name the 6 form of energy: electrical, chemical, light, heat, and heat and electrical, mechanical, or physical, whatever, chemical, heat, and X-ray. I think I'm right. Okay, kind of energy, right? Here is the different kind of energy. The electrical systems. Okay, I'm right, don't worry. So read them and let me read the other questions for you and answer it. So what procedure, what produce power in the internal combustion engine? Okay, we will talk later, but now this is the end of this video, and read the questions and try to answer them. Thanks for watching and keep watching.